Plastic Model Builders, hello, this is Ari Stone, your host with Plastic Model Builder. In today's video, we are going to be putting on the main touches of this plane, assembling the wings, getting them into the plane, doing some canopies, things like that. And we are going to paint the models in two different types of colors and foil. So what we're doing right now, we painted an interior green inside of that wing and we placed the gun inside of there. This is for the Revell 148 P-51, since as you know, we're working on 3 of these at the same time. Glue on your wing, make sure you have a good fit. I don't have to tell you, we're not going to be showing you all of the little corrections we have to make. Just test fit your parts and make sure you know. I will tell you some of the places that are bad. As you know, a lot of wing seams on these planes aren't the greatest, so check your fit before you do anything. You see us sealing it up. I am doing the open bay of the gun panel, so that requires you to cut part of this off right here and make it 2 pieces. This was not hard. This is a mistake here. I put this on first. This is the Revell 132nd P-51B Mustang. So in order to get this wing on, the directions tell you to put that intake on, then the wings in. I couldn't do that, so I had to take the intake off, slide the wings on, press them in firmly, get them down just like that. You see where I'm placing the glue on this. Then you place the glue right there, go along all the wing joints. Make it look pretty. It's model making madness, of course. Tube glue, yes, because I get a good bond and there was not a lot of room there and any type of edge to create a good bond. So this is the 148th Revell plane right here. You see this just kind of goes inside the intake like the other one. That one was a better fit. Fits inside of there. You see how it goes. You might have to do a little seam detailing there. Press up on the wings, you know, just to make this fit really good. All around that. This is what the intake looks like on that. Bare basic for the radiator. Just a hole right there, but it's not hollow on the inside, so paint it black. Just like the Rolling Stones. And we have the tails. They can only go in one way. As you see right here, put the tail in. It's got a little dot there and it presses in. Hold it. Do the same with the other one, but there's no dot, so you know which one is up and down. Place those in. Now I will show you a little bit of difference in between the Airfix and the Revell. And you see it right there. So the Airfix slides in kind of the same way. It'll go. Just got to give it a little oomph to it. It'll pop in. And then just put your glue on the wing lines right there. That's how I did mine. I know they don't always show up. I do have an error. It's not really an error though. You'll see it a little bit later, where when we put the cover on where the landing gear goes, it's actually missing stuff. So there is the flaps. I'm doing one flap up, one flap down. You could see the flap up and the flap down. You can tell, just press it in. I didn't even bother gluing them. It's a very tight fit. And there it is. You could see where it's actually missing a chunk on the left side there. Looks square. Unfortunately, it happens. I didn't bother fixing it. There's the other flap. Place that in. And these, it tells you the angle at which to put these in. The first one I put in, I did angle it, but I didn't go exact with it. I just kind of eyeballed it. I wasn't worried about it. I'm just having fun with this kit. I'm not going to be a perfectionist. Do yours as you want. These are the stabilizers, come in 2 pieces as well. The stabilizer and then the flap of it just goes like that, and I'll show you how to move that up and down. And I glued one up and one down, of course, just to show you what the kit can do. I did like this Airfix kit. It's very good. I will be painting this later on in the video with Alclad dull aluminum. I believe the color is 117. Not a promotion, just what I use. You can choose whatever you want. And each one of these goes in there. They are a little more fragile than the Revell kit. And this is the Revell kit right here. So you see how those go in. Just like so. That was the 132nd Revell kit, by the way, in case you didn't know. The P-51B. And that's the front intake for it. Not the greatest of fits on the planet. So this is for the Airfix kit. You have a little thing right there for the propeller. And then press that down. Goes in there. The propeller was a little loose on that, from what I remember. This goes in there, and then you will cover it up. of course, with this. A half decent fit. And again, you can see at that top left corner there, that little square that's missing from the piece that we put on. This one was a little hard to get in right there. Just use your glue and then hold it in place. And we've got this little thing that goes up or down. Not exactly sure what it is. Somebody can inform me. I'm sure I know that is one of the vent releases right there for the radiator in the back, front and back. And then we are assembling, I believe these are cannons of some kind. You know, antiquated technology, but for World War II, this was perfect. And even probably Korea. Cannons, you see, you got your end, and then the front will be coming up. We'll show you that soon. But this piece here, you have to place it in. It's a little bit fragile on the end, so be careful not to press too hard and break it. It doesn't meet up exactly quite right with the bar there, so hold them in. Don't squeeze too hard, it will break. There's the other side of the cannons. Just glue that. Make that look pretty too. So I don't have to tell you, I didn't check my fit on these first, which became a problem because it was a little hard to get these in. They're small pieces. You may as well be working with PE, and we know how much we love those. So here's the prop, and you won't even see that. That's the cone for the prop. It fits on there, and you cover it up. So I assume if you want to do this without the main cone on there, you can take the cone off, and you'll see that little thing there for the prop that holds it on. We're putting on the radar sight. I'm crudely going over this with black, and then I will take a toothpick and scrape away the excess since it is done in a acrylic paint, and it will come off rather easily. But we go over this, and this has to be done to put this inside of the canopy front windshield glass for the Airfix kit. Paint the top there. It's going to go black just like this. I'm using my acrylics. Probably should have thinned them down, but you know how that goes, and you know how I am. I like to get things done, and as long as you can see the process. Of course, you know the goal of my videos is so you can see how the planes are assembled, not necessarily the correct ways to do things, just to make things look good for how you want them. This is going to go into the airplane. I am going to show you how to put that into the canopy. It's not easy. It requires some tweezers as well. This goes in there. We're painting that the wonderful interior green color that you see. So here we go. We're going to put this in, press it down, let the glue set, thin cement, get on each side. Remember, you're not going to see any of this stuff. It's going to be covered up. And get the sides of this. I am using thin cement. So it presses down just like that. You will have to do some work on those to get it to fit. It was not perfect, so file out any of those areas. Take your tweezers. Place this in the little grooves in the canopy and hold it with the tweezers. Then use your glue and then let it dry. And then place in the rear thing right there. It doesn't really have a good way of aligning it, so I put it inside of the plane, moved it back and forth a little bit until it straightened itself out. And that's what did the trick for me. So here we go. This is the Alclad dual aluminum. I primed my model and I wet sanded it first with light grit, I should say fine grit. Fine grit would be the right words. And we are spraying a light coat of this dual aluminum on here. We will give it 2 coats. Going over the wings, I was very happy with it. You will see the difference between this and a Tamiya aluminum color, which is an XF. It's a little more gritty than what this is. This leaves a really smooth finish. You can see after the first coat what that looks like there. Put 2 coats on. Don't forget your wheel landing gears, all that good stuff. Drop tanks. This plane came with 2 different styles of tanks. I don't know if that just means you could put on whatever one you want or why they had different styles. One was more egg-shaped. Looked kind of like Fat Albert or whatever atomic bomb it was. I don't remember, but just a tank. There you have your landing gear right there, front and back, and then the covers for them. Just like that. And here this is. So keep watching. I'll show you how to do a mild bit of foiling later on. This is the second coat that we're putting on of the Alclad color, which stands for aluminum cladding, a process they used during World War II. Google it so you know. And there it is. That's what it looks like. We're going to get that ready for decals eventually. So here, this is the aluminum color from Tamiya. And you'll see close up on this, it comes out a little more grittier and fine than what I like. But yeah, it's a metallic color, and that's how they work. Keep shaking the bottle. Same thing. You see how it goes on, putting it on a little more wet there. I think I only did one coat with this plane. I don't remember honestly, but it was a wet coat. You'll see how quickly it goes on. I made this look pretty too with some model making madness. Hey, also remember, subscribe, comment, and like. We do live chats on these things. I might not be able to do them all the time, but we do certainly try. And you're also more than welcome to donate. Now here's the foil. This is what happens when you don't let your glue dry. It keeps popping up on you, right? Of course. So we're trying to bear down on that. And what happens because I didn't let it dry? Yes, it pops up. Once you do have your glue set, and you see I'm cutting out those lines there, I am going to also scrape that away right there. So thanks for watching again. Subscribe, comment, and like. Going to get the burnishing in on there. And as always, until next time, see ya.